All right. My name is Tarika, and I will be talking about this wonderful piece of art that I have here. All right. So, now I don't have a name for it yet. I'll probably come up with the name at the end of this video, and let's get started. So, originally, this was a scrap canvas where I had like random colors on it, but I didn't want to waste the canvas, so I made it into something different. And as I was painting this canvas, I kind of had a different concept, but then as I kept painting it, this idea came about. So on this side, we have what I would like to presume to look like the world, and of course, it's outer space. And then right here, we have a doorknob. So it looks like a doorknob. From this angle, it looks like I opened the door. It looks like an open door into outer space, which is pretty cool. So that's a dope picture in itself. A door that leads to outer space. That's pretty cool. But I had looked at it from a different angle, and I kind of got a little weary because I don't normally do paintings based on this type of subject. I'm very abstract and spiritual. I guess this is a form of spirituality or consciousness, but okay, so I had ended up turning the painting over like this, and I'm like, well, and I stared at it for a while. I just stared at it. I'm like, what I'm getting from this painting is, like I said, something I'm not normally. Let me hold it up. It's like something that I'm not normally talking about or doing art based off. So I was staring at this region. I'm like, this kinda is reminding me of the it's it's reminding me of the opening of a black woman's vaginal area. And I'm just like, man, that's a bit much. Like, why? And it's funny. I will not lie. The moment that I thought of a black woman, I just added gold to it. I'm like, okay, if this painting is based off a black female, I have to add gold. I have to add something extra to it. So I did. And I'm staring at it. I'm like, it does look like a vaginal area. And I stared at it again. I'm like, it also looks like an eye. Like this part. It's like half an eye. Then I'm thinking about like an actual vaginal area. If you position it in a specific way, it does look like an eye, which is pretty interesting. And then I'm just looking at it again. I'm like, it kind of looks like the opening of a ship, like the bottom half of a ship. Like this would be like the arc part or the opening part. Where am I going with this? Like, why? Like, why is it coming off as a vaginal opening that's like the I don't know. I don't know where I was going with it, but what came to mind was something called the Universe or something like that. I'm not well versed with that yet, so I can't really even go into detail on what that is. But I'm like, maybe that's what this was trying to tell me. Like, to explore more of the spiritual aspect of the vaginal area. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's a dope ass concept. It kind of made me a little bit self conscious because even as a woman, I don't know everything about that area, and I can be honest and say that I don't. And it made me just want to do some more research and, of course, explore the conscious part, quote unquote conscious of the universe and the black female and the representation of what it means. It also gave me mothership vibes. Is the vaginal area the mothership? Is that what that was this whole time? Is that because I honestly don't know. But either way, in another explanation about the art, the vaginal area is technically the ship between, I guess what you would say, the abyss or heaven and earth. So that concept could be relatable to this painting as well. But I fell in love with it, honestly. And it was completely random. It made me want to look more into myself and on that spiritual aspect of the vaginal department and the symbolism behind it. But either way, if I turn it this way, it looks like a doorknob, which is technically still the same thing. Like, it's an opening, it's the gateway, it's a portal. Either way you look at it to Earth, I felt like I said, I fell in love with this painting. Let me hold it up right. I fell in love with it. I love it. The name of it, I don't know. I can't call it Universe because I would have to do my research, but I guess I'll call it the portal. Yeah. The vaginal department is definitely a portal. Definitely a portal. Yes, this is my painting that I did, and that's how it came about. This is my ideology behind it, and I guess the channeled message for me was to explore more on the vaginal department and the spiritual aspect of it, which is totally understandable. Yeah, that is what I wanted to do this video about my art piece. I think I will be doing another video on another art piece that I have either tomorrow or the day after. But I will be excited when I get to see people's opinion and what they think and their knowledge behind the universe and the subject in particular. But yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. And I will see you guys next time.